The Willow and the Boulder. The storm was coming, dark clouds gathering above the valley. The wind howled, a furious beast crashing through the trees, bending the branches, tugging at the leaves. Among the forest there stood two ancient beings, one bent with grace, the other unyielding in its strength. A willow, slender and soft, and a boulder, massive and unmovable. The willow had always known how to bend. Her branches swayed with the wind, her roots deep in the earth, but never too firm to resist. She whispered with the wind, letting the storm pass by, knowing that flexibility would carry her through. But the boulder, solid, steadfast, and proud, stood its ground, refusing to budge, no matter how hard the wind screamed or the storm raged. Day after day, the storm grew fiercer. The willow's leaves danced wildly, her trunk curving like a dancer in the storm's embrace. The boulder, however, remained silent and still. It watched unmoved as the wind howled around it. Its surface was chipped, jagged edges from countless storms, but it never broke. It was proud of its endurance, sure that its strength would always prevail. But then something shifted. The winds grew stronger, their power nearly unbearable. The willow bent lower, its branches almost touching the earth, and yet she never broke. She bent, then straightened, bending again with every gust, moving with the storm, surviving its fury. The boulder, however, stood still. Its once impressive form now began to crack. The pressure of the storm, relentless and unyielding, finally found its weakness. A deep crack split through its surface, and with a sound like thunder, the boulder crumbled piece by piece, unable to withstand the storm any longer. When the storm passed, the willow stood tall, though weary. Her branches drooped from the battle, but she was whole. The boulder, once proud and strong, was now a pile of broken stone, scattered across the valley floor. The willow looked at the remnants of what had once stood so firm. She felt no triumph, only sorrow, for even strength can break, and even bending can lead to survival. In the quiet after the storm, the willow whispered to the wind, her branches trembling in the gentle breeze. "It is not the unbending that survives," she thought, "but the one who can bend without breaking." If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to help the channel grow.